From the jump, you can see Mark's a bit too cocky and that smile is way wider than we've ever seen, cluing us in just a tad that this isn't our Mark.
Arrogant, just like your father.
This opening also subconsciously gets us to write our own versions of what happened between last season's finale and now. I remember I thought our Cecil fully brought back Immortal and had him attack our Mark for some reason, never even considering the fact that this might be a dream or an alternate universe. Also, you can see Mark's a little more pissed after Immortal says
Arrogant, just like your father.
making us think that he's mad that Immortal would ever compare Mark to his dad, but really Mark is mad because he's defending his dad's honor. God, how am I gonna get through this whole show? We're 2 minutes in.
You!
Yup.
And the crowd goes, what the hell? Clean ass combo. And now we go, oh, alternate universe.
People of Earth, we know you all feel like we're the bad guys because my dad and I took over your planet. Look, I didn't get it at first either, but I came around and you will come around too.
Perfectly setting up this dystopian world that evil Mark and Omni-Man carved out. Also, Mark says he didn't get it after he came around, which makes me wonder, what did make him come around?
We didn't destroy your cities. You destroyed them by fighting back.
Mark adopts the same mentality as all the other Viltrumites, that the damage they do isn't their fault, it's the fault of the people they conquer.
And if you still think you can stop us, don't forget, I'm invincible.
First of many title card fakeouts that threw me off so hard, but thankfully the payoff is so worth it.
Oh no. Oh God, no.
The desperation in his voice. This won't be the first time I win Sterling K. Brown's acting.
You too will die.
Sure. But you should have died at birth.
An interaction that I never really thought we'd see, but I'm glad we got to.
Last chance, Eve.
It just swats her blasts away. God, he's evil. Even if our Mark and Eve fought for some reason, he wouldn't show this much disrespect.
Stop this, or I stop you, please.
I'd rather die.
What? Eve, I would never kill you, but I can't let you hurt anyone else.
Since Eve's the only one he seems to care about out of all of his former Guardian friends, I have a feeling Mark left Amber and fell in love with Eve or something after he turned, which is why he'd rather her be alive.
She's not dead, just paralyzed.
Huh. So that's what you were practicing on those protesters last week.
Wow, that's... wow.
Way ahead of you. What the hell was that?
Who cares?
Well, thank God neither of them care enough. Radiohead, a beautifully drawn sunset, and Mark looking reflectively at the place he probably hates remembering the most. Never too early for 5 wins. Karma Police is the needle drop for this moment. It captures that feeling of numbness perfectly, and that feeling happens to the whole Grayson family this season. Anyone who can fly would probably do this for fun, but it feels like Mark is almost doing it for the rush since that's the only way he can feel something. Love the unapologetic emo boy vibes throughout this whole scene. Also, Mark's cake looks truly invincible. Mark almost losing his cool while the lyrics say, "For a minute there I lost myself," tells you everything you need to know about his biggest fear this season.
Did you? Oh yeah, I shit portals now.
The Mala twins suddenly have amazing comedic timing.
What happened here? A tragedy?
Oh, might be wrong, but I think this is the same world where the finale takes place. It's probably just something that went over my head the first time.
My name is Angstrom Levy.
Hi, Angstrom.
Politeness.
You can open portals between dimensions, but not within the same dimension.
Why do you think that?
Because we're walking, and because you needed to find a crater deep enough here to reach us there.
You two are sharp.
Great way to establish Angstrom's powers, and also, I'm glad they gave his powers some limitation. It doesn't make him too overpowered of a villain, and having set rules for powers always makes things a little more interesting.
I need your help with a very specific problem.
Last time we helped someone else with their very specific problem, it didn't work out so well for us.
Funny thing, it doesn't work out this time either.
Look, I'm a pacifist. I don't hurt people.
Todd, listen,
I'm sorry your dad got exploded.
Aw, reminds me of when Flash did this in The Amazing Spider-Man, but Todd's just dumber, a little meaner, and he's
Not an asshole. I'm not an asshole.
Good to see you, kid. What can I do for you?
So this might be a good time to address the animation again, because there was a concern with the fact that the animation didn't look like the second season's teaser. But the thing is, I don't think the teaser's style is necessary. In fact, hot take, I don't think the teaser's style fits much with the style of the show. I mean, it was animated by a different studio, so that factors in a lot, but while the lighting in the teaser looks great, the movement was a little too bouncy for my taste, and that style works for some cartoons and some animes, but I don't think it works for Invincible. Not gonna say much more on this since I feel like a scene from episode 7 gets my point across.
You need to start calling on me again.
Hold on.
I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm ready.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
You think I haven't been watching your early morning outings?
That's why I need you.
Focus on your mom, your grades, your girlfriend. You want to go to college with Amber, right?
I guess one good thing about constantly keeping an eye on Mark is that Cecil knows him really well, and he actually tries to look out for Mark emotionally. His intentions are a little scummy a few times in the season, but ultimately he's a likable guy. But something about the season 3 promo tells me I won't think that much longer.
They could really use Invincible.
Love the pause and the music falling off like that. It feels a little weird, but only because it would be the perfect setup for a title card that just doesn't happen.
What happened?
Aw, she takes a week off her age just to comfort him.
My heart was racing. I was all sweaty.
Before, all this was just a video game for you. Now you're here, in person, playing for real.
Robot Become Human is a game I would play.
You'll need twice as many processing units.
Famine, war, climate change have been solved somewhere else. And I can be the conduit of that knowledge by sharing what works.
Saddest part of Engstrom's story is that he could have done some serious good if things hadn't gone wrong, if Mark hadn't interfered.
I know Nolan lied to you. You were hurt as badly as I was. Both our husbands died that night.
But even then, for Debbie, the idea of the Nolan that she thought she knew didn't die that day. He was just never alive to begin with.
I'm instituting a change. The Immortal's now in charge.
Nice entrance. Whoa! Was he waiting for his cue?
Totally valid question to ask, and Immortal doesn't respond because the answer to that is most definitely yes. I can literally hear Cecil and Immortal rehearsing right before this. Also, it's ironic that either way, Ross Marquand still voices the leader of the Guardians, since he voices both Rudy and Immortal.
Meet Bulletproof.
Hey.
Ah, Art finally moved that unsold merchandise. Damn, the dog straight onto his face, that's vile.
No! Quit whining. We're almost done.
I won't build my utopia with blood.
So yeah, Engstrom's creation as a villain was technically the Mauler's fault, but Mark and Cecil's punch first, ask questions later routine is really what created him, their ignorance.
No. Not again.
Hey, buddy. This was the Maulers, okay?
Mark and Rex's slowly growing friendship throughout the season is one of my favorites in the show, and I honestly don't know why. Their actors just have immediate chemistry for no reason.
You first.
No way, you first.
Okay, same time.
Aw, them being arm in arm.
Congratulations on being accepted to Upstate University, Miss Bennett. Miss Bennett, wait, this is yours.
What do you want it to say?
I wanted to say that we're going to college together.
I don't believe you. Okay. I believe you now.
These two are just too cute, I hate it. Oh, that sound design is disgusting.
He killed so many people I knew, people I loved. Millions died because of him.
Your brain's scrambled. You've lost track of what memories are yours and which come from the others.
I'm glad this is established right now. This is why Engstrom has good reason to hate Invincible, because every other version of him does. That's kind of the tragic part of Engstrom's character. The one universe where Engstrom and Mark were both good, both on the same side, the side of humanity, this happens.
I won't rest until I've killed!
The acting, the build-up, the title card, and the music, sorry not sorry. Before we start, I just gotta shout out this episode's title. It's amazing.
Do you know what this obscene phallus is constructed from? He asked, expecting some idiotic answer.
Narration.
Bricks made of the clay she bleeds.
Isn't that most buildings?
Remember, be bold, be original, be...
One thing I like about this season's title cards is that they're a little more loose with them. Like, they're comfortable enough to have a funnier setup, or even sometimes ignore the fact that the title card says Invincible, just cutting the title card into a sentence to play with your expectations a little bit.
One can blame you for being a little, not yourself.
Every Martian Livingston joke just hits, and I'm so glad this is the first of many.
I'm just trying to help.
How do I know that's the code?
You know what?
Go stuff your coat up your ass.
Protecting the ones who protect you. Blue and yellow. You just can't get Mark out of your head, can you, Eve?
I understand why you think you have to prove yourself, but you don't. You're a good person. No one thinks you're gonna turn out like your father.
But then why would you even say it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
She just knows her son too well, and it's very apparent with this observation she made. Plus, it's obvious Mark is trying to make up for his dad's crimes by saving as many people as he can and leaving his personal life mostly behind in the process.
People try and kill me every single day. I don't need that shit at home. Oh, somebody got me in the balls.
Honestly, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more. With superhero combat, it's much less hand-to-hand and more big blasts of something, so you're probably bound to get hit in places that you really wish you didn't get hit in.
With his gentle nature and kind spirit, Martian Man made Earth his home.
I'm glad that the concept of a Martian secretly going to Earth isn't a story about him being a threat, but it's about him looking up to the first Martian superhero on Earth and realizing that he can do good too.
Midnight City.
The idea of Midnight City just being in a constant state of darkness is genius. It's like the idea of every Arkham game taking place over one night, but now it's completely literal. And yeah, I'm aware that the Invincible comic came out well before those games, but you get what I'm saying. Oh my god, are those the guys Darkwing strung up from the first episode last season? Well, that's dark. Come on, you guys gotta be used to this by now, right?
Come on, man. Darkwing was at my 12th birthday party, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't kill people.
I need to ask, is the idea of superheroes killing people actually frowned upon in this show? Because I know Immortal threw the vulture-looking guy into space, and he's most definitely dead. And I'm sure there are other instances of heroes killing. I'm just wondering, because admittedly, the show does seem to flip-flop between ideologies, but so does the comic from what I've read, so I'm just curious.
Welcome to the Shadowverse.
Ooh, please explore this place more in future seasons, or just utilize it more than only this episode.
I'm the hero here.
You're smarter, you're stronger, you're better?
Let go!
Take me back. Guess who they'll eat first?
You would never.
Like you said, I'm Omni-Man's son. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
He takes it as far as he can, and it's cool that he turns Darkwing's insults around to threaten him.
That's what this is about, isn't it? That you're in control, not him.
I meant what I said about looking out for Mark. No dangerous stuff until he's ready. And he calls the shots.
That is just a complete lie. Mark does not call the shots, but the best part about Cecil's character is that he is caring. He looks out for his own, but he tries too often to use that as a way to control people. That's why he has the power he has. But I think his genuine empathy for people he knows is what separates him from characters of a similar archetype, like Amanda Waller and Nick Fury.
At the furniture store, you've been there for 20 years.
Until you people turned the Chicago corporate office into a pile of rubble.
Why didn't you tell me?
Maybe you should have asked instead of flying off to God knows where.
God, people like him piss me off, which is a win because, you know, good acting and good writing. So Hero wins for the things that he does that I hate. His ego is massive, he calls his daughter you people, and he's too proud to just ask his daughter for help, and instead he's bitter that she left to be on her own when she's a whole ass adult, telling her she should have asked in the first place.
You only get an hour for lunch, and I can't fly you to Europe that fast without your skin ripping off.
And knowing this show, they would most definitely show it if that happened.
All you have to do is go through the ceremony, kiss the bride, then all is forgiven and everyone moves on. It's easy.
Well, I have to, you know...
Is Mark assuming that everyone at the ceremony is just gonna watch him do that as part of a ceremony? Does he know how weddings work? So even when it's not her own house, the house that Debbie's trying to sell has the same issue with stuff not being able to close. Maybe it's symbolic of some trauma always persisting or some open wounds never closing, like those cabinet doors. That or I'm going insane, but this show is so good I wouldn't be surprised if it had thematic significance.
You want me to get home even later?
There's excellent local transit.
Of course I don't.
When you earn the money, you can decide where we live.
Wow, this show pisses me off in all the best ways.
That thing got loose. It's killing everyone.
They tried to kill you.
All they wanted was justice for what my dad did.
You're not your father, Mark.
That's why I'm going back.
Being the real hero. Okay, so I guess it might have some thematic significance. The cabinet is literally a wound that keeps opening, and she keeps trying to ignore it, but whenever something reminds her of Nolan, she gets angry, and that wound keeps opening more and more until she eventually has a breakdown. Oof, another moment where the tears sneak up on you.
It's going to be King Lizard.
I don't know why, but the idea of a supervillain dressed in a vibrant green costume holding a generic-looking gun is just hilarious to me.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. Cecilia and Donna? Looking it up. Oh, well, they don't have an official name, so Cecilia and Donna it is.
And don't do drugs.
Would they even work on me?
You do not need to find out.
Honestly, I would love to see this.
Seance dog? Really? What are we, 12?
Hey, no age is too old for comics.
Sorry, buddy. I don't know what I was thinking.
Let this be a reminder to you guys to never let go of the stuff you're passionate about, no matter how childish others might consider it. One person's gonna say watching cartoons is childish, and another person will say playing video games at all is childish. Everyone's got different definitions of it, so don't bother trying to appeal to any of them.
And you wouldn't accidentally crush me or something? Like, if you get excited, we'll try with me on top.
A question I've wondered about since Clark and Lois had kids in certain stories, but I guess this is one way to explain it.
And so, dear audience, perhaps it's time to give Amber and Mark some privacy.
So this narrator kind of just appears with no warning, and I'm in love with that decision. You kind of just gotta go with it.
Alan.
The fact that Alan being this buff as a baby is canon to the story.
To change the entire universe, you have to be...
Hell yes, again, loving their willingness to play around with the title cards. And yes, I'm making a video replacing every Invincible title card with Alan, so look out for that one.
You're late.
General Telia, my apologies. I got here as soon as I could.
These two acting like they're not about to have a lot of fun in a couple hours.
A son defies his father. These are weaknesses. The first we found.
Ah, the clever wording to make it so that Thetis isn't lying here. The first we found because Thetis is secretly a Viltrumite, so while he is a weakness against the Viltrumites, he isn't one they've found.
No matter how far I travel, Telescria is still the most beautiful planet I've ever seen.
There's hundreds of planets that look exactly like it.
Sure, but only one has you.
Alan has game. And also, I don't know how they managed to make what would be a single eyebrow raise for people with two eyes not look weird when a Cyclops does it. Like, how do you do that?
Where's the father now?
The father? Which one was he again? You Biclops all kind of look the same to me.
John Paisano, I hate you. Why did you have to bring me to tears again? Seriously, this show's mean enough. Wait, the mid-credits are less than halfway through the episode? Interesting.
The Immortal's the only person I've ever met who's died as many times as I have.
I'm glad the show gets you to think about this more. Kate literally lives through her duplicates, so when each of them dies, she feels the pain beforehand, which has got to be difficult to go through.
I set up this visual feedback system so I could practice controlling my fear response via meditation and active thought.
People feel fear for a reason, and it's usually a good reason.
Fear is an extraneous emotion that serves no real purpose for someone like me.
I strongly disagree.
While I also disagree, the fact that he's using natural ways of dealing with it and not putting some chip in his brain is a good start.
Fear hasn't just made me useless in battle, it's prevented me from doing something else I've wanted to do for quite some time. Will you go to a movie with me?
Movie? Sure, Rudy. I'll go to a movie with you.
He's keeping his cool, like, great. I mean, yeah, whatever. When you know he's freaking out inside.
How old is he now?
18.
Practically a man.
He is.
Aw, such a kind and sensitive way to warn her how bad the coffee is.
That's rated R.
I see. And?
You need your parents to buy you R-rated tickets.
How does a parent's presence change a film's suitability for the underage?
This is so true. Teens can cover their own eyes if they're uncomfortable. It's not rocket science, but I guess it's more having the parents' permission and the responsibility being on them if their kid is traumatized by what they see. Either way, I love the detail of Amanda immediately finding an adult to bribe since she's probably done this a million times. $10 for 2 tickets in 2023? Here's a win for optimism.
Hey, I bet that's somebody ready for round 2. Coming, Ambers.
We made plans for tomorrow night.
I bet you did.
Mark Grayson?
It's for you.
He's seen his crush become a cyborg, and he's beaten the crap out of mad scientists, but this is where he draws the line.
I come because...
The way Mark immediately chooses violence is a great way to show how much the fight with Nolan affected him. Whatever he doesn't know, he assumes the worst and chooses to fight it instead.
How many bug people are in danger?
42 billion.
Don't worry about your classes. I'll cover for you, somehow.
Why do you care so much?
Because last time you didn't want to help someone, we both regretted it.
William is also so much kinder this season, putting the blame of what happened to Rick on both of them, even though Mark was the one who ignored what was happening to Rick, while William tried to save him himself.
This is a chance to save lives. Billions of them.
Do not go.
I need to listen to myself before I listen to you.
Your father felt the same way.
Manipulative asshole. Even Mark's confused. Like, seriously, Cecil? He's usually understandable, but that was a low blow.
I have to go away for a few weeks to space again. A lot of people are gonna die if I don't. I'm sorry, but
No, stop. Never apologize for saving lives. This is the deal, and I'm good with it. Go.
Yay, Amber's character is fixed. Now we can just pretend like her whole thing last season was all a bad dream. Seriously, they made her more understanding, but also gave her more character flaws. And they made her a dynamic character with an actual compelling arc. She's hurt to see him go, but she reassures him as quick as she can so he can be peaceful for the next few weeks, knowing she's okay with it.
Your husband's Omni-Man.
I didn't know.
You should have.
Ugh, I can't even be too mad at him because even though none of this is Debbie's fault, he's grieving too, and grief makes people irrational. Space Walmart logo.
Hello, son. It's been a while.
Incredibly smooth dolly zoom and 2D animation. Dad. What a wacky episode where Alan got the title card and the mid-credit scene is technically most of this episode. Also, while most of the episode titles this season and last season quote a line from their respective episode, episode 4 actually takes a line from this episode for its title.
Down for your gold. Clothe and feed is not.
Match cuts are just the best way to montage, hands down, but this format is also a direct parallel to the montage of Debbie doing the same thing later on. Cool shot win. I can't tell for sure, but it seems like his eyes are welling up, and it's good to see him feel remorseful for what he did to Mark. Ooh, that hesitation to see if his dad would still hurt him the way he did before, and once he has confirmation that his dad means no harm, he considers it safe to actually show how much he misses him. It's honestly kind of heartbreaking to see, knowing that it basically boils down to Mark being afraid to show love for his physically abusive father that he misses regardless of the pain he caused Mark.
What the fuck is going on?
Appropriate reaction. He just watched his dad cheat on his mom by Frenching an alien right in front of him.
The life I had there is over.
Okay.
The way he smiles sarcastically, the way people sometimes laugh out of shock at what they just heard or saw. Always love when animators go the extra mile to capture the nuance of how humans act.
This is your little brother.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
A+ title card that just doesn't care, and another appropriate reaction. Like I said, Nolan, Mark, and Debbie all go through this feeling of numbness this season, and Debbie and Nolan share this style of match cut montage. But I think Mark wins with the best song choice. Avalanche and Olympus are really good, but Karma Police, I mean, come on, you can't argue with it.
I never knew you at all. I never even fucking knew you. Why me?
Hating someone for making you fall in love with them is painful to go through and to watch.
For the first time, we know exactly who's the original and who's the inferior. This is going to be so much better.
For sure. Just don't drink any lemonade.
You know you're paying to be here, right?
You sure know how to take the fun out of skipping classes.
I know, right? I freaking hate when Amber has a completely valid point.
You're the reason they're in danger. You signed their death warrant, not me.
And now I'm asking you to help me save them.
While it's definitely unreasonable for Nolan to have another wife and kid and ask for Mark's help because he shouldn't have had them in the first place, Nolan knows Mark's a true hero and will save anyone he can, especially family.
It's been a long week, so put Robot's thing back and I won't beat the living shit out of you. How's that for a deal?
Honestly understandable. Kill Cannon is just another villain of the week, literally the villain that all of the brand new teen superheroes make an example out of, and he just won't let her sleep. The disrespect.
You thought I was strong.
No one has superpowers. He's indestructible. That's not strength. That's having it easy. You've got strength. Living with Nolan, standing up to him, raising Mark the way you did. Hell, you're the real reason we're all still alive and not slaves.
Yeah, it really does come down to Debbie more so than Mark. Just like she taught Nolan how to love, she also taught Mark the same, and that's why he had the heart to stand up for his mother. I'm only starting to read the comics now, and she's much less involved so far compared to the show, and it's a change that I'm definitely happy about.
It's been an honor, sir. Who are you talking to?
The choice to go with no score for this scene was genius.
Dad?
Why? Why do I care about them? They were weak. Barely a species. They shouldn't matter to me.
That doesn't mean they should die.
While Nolan did already say what he did on Earth was unforgivable, he didn't truly apologize yet, and I think this is the moment where he realizes what he did. If he cares this much about a species so short-lived like the Thraxans, he definitely should have cared about what he did to Earth.
Because you're Nolan's son, I'll make this quick.
Politeness.
You should worry about yourself, Nolan.
Ah, dialogue that applies to Nolan making sure Mark's okay, but also applies to Nolan being mad about the Thraxans dying. Mark fights this hard because his dad just told him he has to fight with the intention to kill, which is why he's winning right now. But now that he has that experience with not holding back, it makes it easier to accidentally kill Angstrom later on. Ah, the classic Omni-Man move that he used on Darkwing and Mark last season. Jesus, why do all of the Viltrumites make such horrifying faces?
Let me have a look.
Ugh, that sound. Go easy on the celery there, Foley artists.
Next time you kill somebody, make sure they're dead.
I mean, can you blame Nolan? Your intestines are literally hanging out of you right now.
Read my books, Mark.
I do kind of wish the whole Nolan being an author thing was explored a bit more last season to set this up, but I guess it makes sense for Nolan to have felt too superior to spend his time on Earth making books for feeble humans' entertainment, so he made comics for himself, just for fun.
They will be released, not me.
Donald, where the hell are you?
The way Cecil's dialogue interrupts the song like, Donald, sad boy time's over.
Good luck on your mission.
I love the choice to make General Krieg fly slower to show that he isn't in a rush, unlike Nolan and Mark who rushed around everywhere because they had somewhere else to be. Krieg just takes his time because he's a Viltrumite general and he can. Never expected the ground below to be played twice in the same show, but I'm not complaining.
Why stop at one idiot clone when I can have so many more?
Answering that question in less than 2 minutes. And having the lyrics kick in right as the credits roll is always cool. LP everyone, gotta love RTJ. You know, say what you will about the mid-season break, but the fact that this is the first thing we see after 4 months away from this show does not justify that break.
Thraxan lives are short compared to yours. Our culture doesn't assign blame. We only look forward.
Lessons to live by. While human lives aren't as short as Thraxan's, life is still short, so look forward.
Tremble before my unlimited power!
I just keep hoping my dad's okay.
I hope that too. But if he lives, he'll go searching for you, not me.
Wait, no, that's
My time with Nolan was special, but he will know my life has run its course. Someday, I hope you'll understand why I had to let you go. Very soon, you'll be all he has, and he will need someone.
Wow, I don't know why that brought me to tears, but that was such a melancholy title card. All right, we're back now.
It's been 2 months.
Actually, it's been 4, but it's okay. I can forgive.
You're right about Dad leaving his problems for other people to fix. He's my brother, and I can't just abandon him.
Mark is so heroic to the core, so caring and mature. I sure hope none of that changes.
You're changing that diaper before you go anywhere.
I wonder if it's a different color. What is wrong with me?
And that's more than enough philosophy for today.
Me after reading 2 sentences of a textbook?
When exactly were you planning to tell me you were back?
It's not like you didn't know.
The conflict between Mark and Cecil is already starting to brew well before season 3, and it builds during all of this season.
You got cameras in my mom's house.
It's not cameras. We would never do that.
This tidbit here strengthens the argument that Cecil wouldn't send a floating camera to spy on Mark in season 3, episode 4.
We're more qualified to take care of him.
He's my brother, not a science experiment. Call your people off.
They're already on their way.
Call them off. I'll check in tomorrow.
What a somewhat calm and measured reaction from Mark. Hopefully that never changes.
They took me to this insane planetarium in Philadelphia.
That was a pretty smooth save. I mean, planetarium?
Grandpa died. I didn't take it too well.
Oh.
You know, people asked where you were.
having to lie about it wasn't awesome.
When characters' actions have consequences, it always makes for better storytelling, and I'm so glad the writers do that here. When you have friends and family that you leave behind for 2 months, it's bound to have unintended consequences.
Thought with my dad gone, he was at least done ruining my life, but...
He can't change how I feel about you.
No, but she can.
May I remind you that Monster Girl's transformations cause her to age in reverse? I know how my team's powers work. Then you must understand that this kind of training is hazardous for her.
Good intentions, very, very bad way of going about it. Rudy sees her aging as a problem that needs to be fixed, which it is. I mean, she sees it that way too. He also cares this much about it because he cares for Amanda, and he knows that she hates the fact that she ages in reverse. But acting like an overbearing helicopter parent isn't the right way to go about it.
Oh no! Is 8th grade prom canceled? Don't tell me. Ah! Motherfucker!
Jason Mantzoukas.
I was born a baby Martian.
Descriptiveness.
I was inspired to do good. I met all of you.
Wait a second. What happened to the real astronaut?
The cutoff of the music to the dialogue and the dead silence in between. One thing that's great about how voice acting is recorded is that there's usually much less room noise than you'd ever hear in live action since it's recorded in a soundproof booth. And usually the sound designers opt to not add loud room noise in post, so it just makes moments where you take out the sound effects and music hit that much harder. Ah, Eve wears a green top instead of pink because she's trying to ignore her Adam Eve side.
And I'm not here to make fun of you. When I heard you were back here, I knew something was wrong.
I don't need your pity, Rex.
Since when do I do pity?
Rex checking up on her just because he cares, while still acting like the Rex we know. Now, this is just to get her help with the Sequid invasion, but he does listen and help during this conversation.
I do have a tiny favor to ask that involves a space rocket ship. Pew, pew, pew. If you succeed, well, I taught you everything you know. If not, I guess we're all fucked.
Look, I don't know how many wins I can give Rex for just existing, but he might get the most out of any character I've given a win.
Like there's gonna be 2 huge world-shattering emergencies at the same time. I'd like to see that, Ray.
I love that Ray immediately recognizes that Rex screwed them over by saying that.
Get close!
Ooh, 2 earth-shattering events going on at once is always a win.
Rex! Rex!
Hold on!
Why does the 5th episode of both of these seasons have to do this to me? I mean, when I say the gore in this show is effective and not overused, this is what I mean. Moments like this still make me wince, even though I can take the gore just fine. It just adds so much weight to the strength of these heroes and villains.
Yeah.
Oh, and the gore you can't see, plus the sound design makes these moments effective too. Mantzoukas also has one of my favorite I just lost a limb and this hurts really bad voices. Alan gets every gym bro's dream, the pump that lasts forever.
Shit, you're a Viltrumite?
Wait, is a mustache the primary way to identify a Viltrumite? That's amazing.
Just do it, you prick.
Whoa, no last minute save or decision to kill him? Rex just says do it and he just does it with no hesitation. Talk about expectation subversion. I remember being devastated on my first watch because I thought Rex was like dead. A really good setup they cut away from to build tension and make you think that they're just cornered. But no, they actually get fully possessed by these Sequids. Ross Marquand saving Ross Marquand.
I said shut up!
Thank God they didn't actually make Rex dead, and we get this really fun scene because of it.
Are you alright? You know me! I'm practically...
Yeah, this might be my favorite title card. Trust me, there are some serious contenders, but I absolutely love this one, and I don't know why.
This is all you're doing. You must remain here for punishment.
What kind of punishment?
Death.
I understand.
Callbacks. Sorry. Politeness.
And I expect to be kept in the loop.
It's nap time.
Keeping him in the loop.
That was Kate's real power. Her unwavering belief that this world is good, even when it killed her over and over and over again. Kate never stopped believing that.
When you think about it like that, Kate was truly selfless, and that hatred from the world doesn't only come from villains. The best quality of a lot of these superheroes is that they save people even if the people that they save don't appreciate them.
Sometimes I wish I never got powers. Then I could just be with you and forget about everything else.
But you do have powers, and that means you have an obligation to make the world a better place. And if you didn't feel that way, we wouldn't be dating to begin with.
Funny that it's also the reason they stopped dating 2 episodes later. They already know what needs to happen during this conversation. It just took one push to realize they had to do it.
Wow, Rick looks exactly the same. It's like nothing happened.
Something did happen. He went through intensive body reconstruction. That kind of trauma can resurface.
Donald, are you okay?
I haven't finished season 3 while writing this, but I'd love to see Mark and Donald interact and talk about the whole thing with Cecil hiring Sinclair to make living cyborgs out of dead bodies, donated or not.
Oh, these, turns out Rex really likes home decorating magazines. I think it's because he's never really had a home. Hey, I haven't seen you since Kate's funeral.
She just randomly drops some really depressing character analysis about Rex and then moves on.
You should know that Cecil sent me. Now, I wasn't supposed to tell you, but I think it's unacceptable to mislead a potential employer, especially one looking for someone to take care of their child.
Spoken like a businesswoman that's full of crap, but April's actually legit.
Mark puts himself on the line for people he doesn't even know, and that takes real
guts to not care what anyone else thinks.
I haven't seen much discourse on Amber and Mark's relationship this season, but I feel like what I've heard is more negative than positive, saying they got too much screen time, but I don't think that's true. After they fixed her character, I was genuinely invested in their relationship and every up and down they had, and I think it's important for Mark to have to lose Amber, and with this much buildup behind their breakup.
But in all of them, one detail remained constant: the Infinity Ray.
Nolan's narrating voice is spot on and super satisfying to listen to.
My thing only works between me and someone else, not between 2 other someone else's. I'm told there's an update coming.
I thought you were someone else.
Someone said this looks like someone dragged a PNG, which I can no longer unsee.
Viltrumites are weird about killing their own people. I think because it doesn't happen much anymore.
Low Viltrumite population foreshadowing.
I don't fight friends because I would win, and then I feel terrible. It's a vicious cycle.
Humility.
But Space Rider in the book.
It's Space Racer in real life.
It's cool seeing name differences, like how Mark's favorite comic is Seance Dog in the show and Science Dog in the comics. I know it's just a copyright thing, but it's still cool to see. Why does this picture in the background look like Pedro Pascal? If it is, I don't blame William at all.
Rejoin your people, Nolan. Let this not be your legacy.
I forgot to win this in the last video, even though I recognized him, but Clancy Brown again is always a win. You already know how I feel about sequids, and making this little horror moment out of it is nightmare fuel.
I'm visiting an old friend.
This is my posture in 8th grade. I'm practically making a tradition out of asking you guys questions, but I haven't been able to find anything on this anywhere. I know Angstrom's power teleport him to the exact same space through different dimensions, but can he also transport himself through time, or are these other dimensions just naturally at different time periods compared to others? Like the Big Bang happened at different times for every universe? And is the construction of each world different, which is why he's able to be on a neighborhood street 1 second in the middle of a city the next? Anyway, here's a win for foreshadowing the places he's gonna send Mark.
Where?
This title card music going so hard for no reason.
You ever notice that sometimes whoever's speaking has their mouth off camera so you never see their lips moving?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, or we'll cut to the back of someone's head while they're talking for the same reason. Other times we'll do a wide shot and slowly pan across it. It looks like it's animated, but it's so far away, you don't notice. Nothing's moving.
I always love seeing behind the scenes for different art forms, live action and animation, and the fact that we get to see a fourth wall break explaining it is so cool. And this isn't even supposed to be a shot at everyone who was impatient for season 2. It's just a different version of a similar moment in the comics.
Because all these scenes have limited animation, we can make the drawings even better. But sometimes the artists get carried away and it kind of looks like a different show.
Here's that point I was alluding to in my last video. Because the fight scenes take so much and look great, they gotta cut corners in other places, but also maintain a visual style that's connected between scenes, which is why they can't make one scene have insanely cool looking lighting. Because if they do it for one scene, they gotta commit to doing that across other scenes, which includes those fight scenes that the budget is mostly for. I get that the show also has a high budget, but uses that money for expensive cast members instead of better looking animation. I definitely would love some more background character movement and some slightly better lighting over expensive actors.
You're gonna ditch me at Comic-Con, aren't you?
I can't tell if it's just because of the animation breakdown, but now I actually notice that the background characters don't move. But it also could just be the animators messing with us for only this scene.
Nightmare tentacle monster? Great. Fuck.
Appropriate reaction.
Why didn't you say something stupid sooner?
Octobus did much time learn your language. Sorry, Em, don't make me words perfect!
Yeah, he's trying his best, Rex. English has to be such an annoying language for foreign people to learn, so props to Octobus for trying.
You got a guy who's supposed to be a genius, but the best idea he come up with was to make himself a new body with DNA he stole from a coworker, so he could date a different coworker. That same chick gets younger each time she uses her powers. Our leader's a guy who's so old, he shits dust. And his boss is a suit who sacrifices all in a second to save white America.
Yeah, he sums it up pretty well, but that's just family. Except the dating part. Don't date your family. But every family has their crazy personalities, and some still manage to get along.
Here, full authorization. Not like that password of mine you thought you knew.
Forward thinking.
Wait, I'm coming!
This run.
If I was any other dean, you'd already be suspended. But I know about your father.
I love that they took a fun little Easter egg like Principal Winslow from Reginald Val Johnson High School and made it make sense for the story, where Dean Winslow only knows something a high school principal would probably know.
I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with me.
Oh,
No. We work together. I'm sorry.
how's Thursday?
Why is it always the guy's name Paul stealing superheroes' girls? I mean, it's just this Paul and, Paul from the recent Spider-Man comics, but it's weird that they've both been guys named Paul.
He brought me a tree once instead of flowers. He thought it was the same thing but better.
Oh, that's adorable, especially for the buff, strong, evil Earth-conquering guy.
I've died 39 times. I don't know the official number, but I think I'm about 98% machine. We're not our bodies. We're the decisions we make, the lives we change, the people we love, or who love us.
This is why I love sci-fi and just stories in general. That's why I made this channel. Learning such valuable and personal things from the craziest of stories always hits hard.
It's called studying.
But isn't there someone I can punch instead?
There are some situations you can't punch your way out of. Mark Grayson, come with me now, or this woman dies.
A clever dialogue segue, and oh my god, this moment had me so scared. Like I've said, humans' fragility is shown in this world without pulling any punches, so if Amber died here, it might have actually destroyed me.
I wish to see how strong the son of Nolan is.
I always forget time zones are a thing in this show and any other show that involves a superhero traveling around the world really quickly. The way it feels like a standoff, the music cut off, and that detail of her stopping so fast that she gets a blood off of her, hell yeah.
One goddamn Viltrumite all by our lonesome and we're fucking useless.
Stuff like this is why you can't really blame Cecil for the heavy surveillance on Mark's family, unethical as it may be.
Just say the goddamn words, Mark.
And the fact that Mark refuses to pretend and say okay, even for a tactical advantage, shows the difference. Is it a little stupid when you look at it objectively? Yeah, but if Cecil were the Viltrumite, he can bluff if he wants to.
You really rolled the dice on that one, Mark. All over a few words.
It's more than just words.
Cecil does respect that about Mark, even if it's not the smartest choice technically.
I could barely breathe.
It was the same for me.
Funny that this is happening the 7th episode of this season, like how the identity reveal happened on the 7th episode of last season.
I'm just not made like you. I have no agency, Mark. Who am I to be upset or feel anything when you're literally saving the world? I don't want to be that person. I hate that person. But my life matters too. Maybe it's small, maybe it's not earth-shattering, but it matters. And it doesn't matter when I'm with you.
This makes complete sense, and in a way, it can even be a perspective to look at everyday life through. Whether you hold a lot of authority like a high-ranking military member, or you're just a normal citizen who has a regular office job or something, your lives are still equally important, even if it's on different scales.
I could feel it bubbling up, the parts of me that are like my dad.
More Mark killing Angstrom foreshadowing.
Can't live in your world. I really tried, but I can't. So how does this work, Mark?
I don't know.
Maybe that's an answer.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't tear up a little bit.
You want to take me to prison? Good luck with that.
Alan, you clever little buff Cyclops. Even in prison, he's dope as hell. Taking a page out of Alan's book before they even meet in this prison.
Congratulations.
Thank God we get this hilarious transition and a little comedy before the next 50 minutes of doom and gloom.
There's a chance you could kill me before I snap her neck. I'm not sure. You could try if you like.
Anissa parallels. Every time Angstrom does something that a Viltrumite has done to Mark, it adds to that idea of Angstrom being stronger, leading Mark to kill him.
I'm blocking all signals within these four walls.
This is one of those situations where you see how much the GDA could have come in handy, strengthening one side of a certain conflict next season.
My word, how is this possible?
It's just the damnedest thing. If I wasn't looking right at it.
I thought sapiens were extinct.
Since these three are voiced by Bulletproof, Monster Girl, and Robot, my new headcanon is that these dinosaurs are literally alternate universe versions of those three.
It flies too. Its wings must be invisible.
Invisible? Are you sure you don't mean...
I have no intention of hurting your brother or your mother.
He's not lying. He didn't intend to in this moment. So respect to Angstrom for not being a bad guy. Apologies in advance, but the next few wins are just going to be me fanboying for a second, but an Invincible version of Spider-Man?
Talk about your bad luck, Prof. Ock.
Oh my god, Josh Keaton. It's like an alternate spectacular Spider-Man. I'm doing that show at some point, by the way. Oh, wait, hold up. Hear me out. Skybound. Just make a third season of Spectacular Spider-Man, but with Agent Spider, and just make Invincible universe versions of all of his rogues. Disney won't do it, so please do it yourself. Please.
I saw the portal. I know you're from another dimension. Got way too much experience with that, especially lately.
Reference to multiverse fatigue, and maybe perhaps the Spectacular Spider-Man cameo in Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm the good guy here, and Mr. Mechanical Arms is not.
You got glowing red eyes, man.
True story, I had a little Spider-Man cup as a kid before I ever knew who Spider-Man was, and I thought his eyes looked really scary because they were all pointy and stuff, so I was deathly afraid of that cup.
You're not a killer. I'm sorry. I didn't remember you, but I remember that night. You were trying to save me. You were a good person trying to do a good thing.
Save you? After all the pain, the lives you've taken?
I'll admit, while Angstrom is a great villain, I feel like he's a little bit weaker as a character just because of the whole mental scramble thing. His story is still tragic and I can connect with him to a degree. The fact that his motivations come from a combination of different versions of him makes his hatred for Invincible come from a lot of understandable places, but also it makes him a little bit hard to relate to and understand, at least for me. But here's a win for Mark calming down and trying to connect with Levy anyway.
Chainsaw's scared.
Tell Chainsaw, everything's gonna be...
Here's why he yells at Debbie for telling Oliver that everything's gonna be okay.
I'll kill the boy quickly.
Really cool suit, very, very bad guy. Okay, why are the toes out like that? What the hell, Mark? This one's more evil than the last one just for that alone. Neat. Kirkman just had to do it, didn't he?
Not very smart.
Whew, to think how badly that could have ended.
I raised the boy who defied his father and saved this planet. From what you say, these worlds are extremely different. I know the son I raised, and he is no killer.
I'm glad she acknowledges what Levy's saying about the whole alternate universe thing instead of treating it like just the rambles of an insane man.
That's why you're so angry, because you turned out rotten here, and Mark is the hero for once.
Another show of Debbie's strength, even if it ends in, you know, you thought I would play the clip, right? Nah. The way this kind of hurt to watch the first time.
You're a man who dresses like a bat, and your name is...
Ooh, we need some kind of crossover special episode that's not specific to a season, like the Adam Eve one. I love that they adapted her comic spinoff, and I really hope that they adapt some of those crossovers too.
Mom.
Appropriate reaction. What did they do to you? Oh, that's clever. He goes into a different universe where that spot is a good place to break his fall, and then stands up and portals back to this one.
You have no idea what I've been through! I've been holding back!
Ooh man, that theme starting all heroic like usually, and then after the first big splatter of blood across Mark's face, it turns into something darker and twisted.
I'll never let...
The way he pushes his hands away too, it's kind of scary to watch. And putting it in perspective by showing you the whole mess of blood on the floor.
Oliver. Oh, thank God.
Like a true mother, her first concern is her child.
I thought he was stronger. He told me he was stronger. I wanted to kill him, but I didn't know if I could. Oh, God.
Oof, it's a breakdown Mark definitely needed. His fear of becoming his father was originally the driving force behind his motivation this season, but now he was completely driven by fear and love. Love for his mom and Oliver, and fear that Angstrom would hurt them. That's what makes the crossing of that line so much worse. He can't go back, but he really was just doing it to protect his family. But, accident or not, he did cross that line and he can't go back.
He took me here and I killed him. I'm stuck here. Angstrom lady. I kind of won.
It's crazy how quickly pure hopelessness can push someone to basically deliriousness.
Return him to his cell.
Wait.
Please. I've looked up to you since I was a child. Don't make me hurt you.
Never meet your heroes.
You look terrible.
Aw, Eve still remembers what he would have been wearing around this time because it was the last time she ever saw him. It could also be just so that there's one less outfit to worry about drawing for the animators, but I feel like this is just proof that Eve has been thinking about Mark, even now.
The only logical reason for you to be stuck in this dimension would be if you injured or killed Angstrom Levy during your fight. We knew this long ago.
It just happened.
For us, it was 20 years ago.
It took us that long to find this dimension. Luckily, by that time, there were 4 working time machines in Guardian custody.
The world where you've been missing all these years, it's not good.
Wow, so there's a timeline where Mark is actually stranded here for 20 years, probably way longer, and the Viltrumites seem like they take over Earth. I'm summarizing this because I totally missed this, and I always thought that these guys were from an alternate dimension, not an alternate version of the main timeline. Also, it's super weird, but kind of cool hearing Robot's voice without the effects on.
I'm opening a portal that will send you home.
Just kind of guessing here, but it seems like Monster Girl has probably been holding her monster form for a while now, since she was and has been reverse aging pretty quickly.
I love you, Mark. I have for a very long time, and when you disappeared, I was devastated. I should have told you. No, don't tell me. Tell her.
A bombshell that literally all of us, comic readers or not, saw coming. It's been hinted at throughout the 2 seasons heavily. While I feel like I'm one of the select few who liked Amber and Mark's relationship the whole time, minus the whole character problem last season, it feels cathartic to finally get the relationship they've been hinting at for so long.
You're not your dad, Mark. You didn't cross the line. You kept your mom and your brother safe. End of story.
Everything Cecil's saying is right. I get why Mark is upset. He didn't just kill Angstrom, he brutally murdered him, and he was seeing red until he was covered in it. But it was because he wanted to protect his family, and when he saw how badly he let his mom get hurt, he just lost it.
You're not him.
This makes Mark's side of the conflict next season make a lot more sense. Cecil reassured him with words that he wasn't his dad, while his actions said otherwise. I'll get into that more when we get to season 3 though.
I must inhabit a living male host to escape the curse of this tomb.
That's sexist.
Yeah, that's ancient curses for you. I realize that temple scene is just a random one-off scene this season, but it also kind of shows how Mark causing a sandstorm because he's angry is still endangering lives. He can't even vent his anger by flying without hurting somebody. These song choices. Final Days has such a melancholic feeling, and it's the perfect song for an ending montage. It's gotta mess with her head seeing that the impact of such traumatic events don't last. It's good and bad, like I'm sure they wouldn't want to live in a destroyed house, but it almost feels like it was meaningless with how easily everything was replaced, as if nothing ever happened.
I have to learn how to control myself. It's the most important thing I can do. Do you understand?
Mark.
Do you?
I do.
More proof that Debbie really is the reason Mark is who he is, unlike so many of the other Marks.
On Earth, I came to enlist him in the Coalition's fight against your old pals.
Leave him out of this. This isn't his fight. Let the boy have a moment of peace. Let me pay for what I did.
Such a stark contrast from last season's Omni-Man, but still so well built up. From him trying to throw himself into a black hole, to him reuniting with Mark, fighting alongside him, caring about the Thraxans, regretting the things he did on Earth, all of it.
I deserve death. Oh, God. And yet, I think I miss my wife.
Well, she got Paul and she got old, so cute, but sucks for you. But still a great way to end the second season of Invincible, and honestly, it's great. For me, Amber's character was such a hit to the first season's quality and made it a 9 out of 10 for me instead of a 10. But this season's also a 9 for me because it got her and everything else right, and they did the best they could with this season. Obviously, Angstrom as a villain, while he was tragic and all, he was never gonna be as good as Omni-Man. Even if they addressed the issues that I had with him, the one where his motivations are muddled since they're not fully his, they're motivations of 100 of him. But Angstrom was still a really good villain, preparing in the background as the season went on and making his big move at the end. And structurally, this season's kinda similar to the first one, which was really satisfying. Like what I mentioned about both episode 5s having a super gruesome event and both episode 7s hugely affecting Mark and Amber's relationship and setting up the final episode with Angstrom. Overall, I love this season and I cannot wait to get to the next one. Also, I'm reading the comics so I can have a better understanding of stuff when I get to season 3 in a couple weeks. I won't be reading past what we've gotten in the show since I love how the big plot twists and groundbreaking moments are presented in the show more than the comic, and I want to experience it for the first time that way, even if it'll take a little longer. Anyway, what'd you guys think of this season? Let me know in the comments. As always, you guys are an absolute win, and I'll see you soon.